won't go back, no, I won't give in. Holding this torch till I see my champ. Bask her in love, bathe her in light, fend off the darkness, keep her inside.
All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Triple B, but more importantly, welcome back to another episode of Bollinger Wisdom. Now, let me share a little bit about why I have been creating these clips and why I've been sharing them. I'll do a video deep diving the ins and outs of what happened during the events of The Uninvited Guest with my old friend Larry Bollinger. But in the meantime, I'm just providing these clips to kind of get some more eyes on it, get you guys to go check it out because his story is just as important as Brother Scrubs, Brother Ryan's, Brad's, Cyprian's, any of them. This is a very, very important story. Some of you might hear these stories and think, well, he's just an egotistical narcissist and he's just making this up because now the spotlight's on him and he just wants to say something crazy to get himself some attention. To which I say, on this story in particular, no. I want to give you a little bit of background into this story. So, for those familiar with the story, Larry was my neighbor, but he also became a father figure to me years and years before Antifa. Shortly after I had moved to Eugene. And if you know, he's someone who's seen UAPs, Greys, has had demonic contact, been a part of the Freemasons, and he's like a dark Forrest Gump. He's found himself at various points of history experiencing different crazy things, and it's made him the man that he is today, which for a brief second there turned into a very violent, volatile, angry man. You'll know that by the end of the series, I had to cut contact with him because he began threatening to shoot up the very same police department that I threatened to shoot up that I protested, didn't threaten to shoot up, but that I protested for many years. And, I called for the death of them. So it's like, they were my mortal enemies, so to speak. But by the time this came around, I was just like, this is wrong. I do not agree with many things done in the Eugene Police Department. But a moral boundary had been crossed. And I explained throughout the channel that the reason that I continue to post these videos and speak to him and to, quite frankly, revere him is he made a mistake. It's a dark mistake, but his mistake helped highlight something very important that we're experiencing in this country. You call the police department and you say, hey, my buddy's threatening to kill you. He's got loaded weapons. He's saying he's going to gun all you down. He wants revenge for his wife who's in prison. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. We'll call you back tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, this guy's going to murder you and your friends. Gonna leave children parentless, it's going to be a sad funeral. Everyone's going to be protesting on TV. Some people are going to think he's right. Some people are going to think he's wrong. And I'm like, you don't care about this, do you? To which the Eugene Police Department basically told me, go fuck yourself. And yes, this is the same Eugene Police Department that Eugene Antifa is protesting. So I agree with the fact that the police department is corrupt. And quite frankly, they don't seem to have the best interest of the people at heart. They have sold out to the communists. I understand that many of them probably feel hostage in the situation. But to those people who feel hostage in the situation, stop being fucking bitches. You are supposed to protect and defend our community, and you allow all the chaos in the world to happen around you. But that's where the beauty of Triple B comes in. Because I didn't want to slam him. I didn't want to isolate him. I didn't want to be like, let's get Larry. I want to be like, well, why do you think he snapped? Why do you think I snapped? Why do you think dangerous people like us snap and then go on and do stupid shit? Because we aren't taken care of as a society. Because we're treated like fucking cattle. Because we're treated like fucking cash crops. Because so many citizens in the United States have seen so much evil that the people in charge don't want to hear about it, want to completely dismiss you. And then meanwhile, people like children are getting harmed. So yeah, he fucking snapped in the same way that Alex Jones snapped, because you can only watch so much about child slavery and elite exploitation for so long before you completely lose your shit. So here's a little story about this one. I hadn't seen Larry for a few years. And this was, I think, after some of the Antifa riots, if I'm not mistaken. I had to talk to him. I was just like, hey, man, where you been? I love you. I miss you. And it turned out he had just got kicked out of a house that he was living in. So he's living out of a hotel. And this is the first time I ever hear this story. He was sleep deprived. He was scared. He was crying. And the story you're about to hear, he tells me. And halfway through, he just pulls out a loaded handgun from under his seat, puts it in his lap. And, you know, he starts talking to me about how he wants to end it, how he expects anybody to run up at any time, and that everybody in that situation will die and perish and go down in the blazes of glory except for his family, that he would protect his family at all cost. He was living out of a hotel. His family was in the room across. We're sitting there smoking a joint, talking, and he's telling me about this pedophile ring. He's telling me about the child predators. And he's like, they're going to fucking kill me for what I did. But not if I kill them first. And if I have to, I'll take myself out. There's an extra bullet in the chamber for me. That was real. And he chose to share this story years later because he realized that I was getting too close to this group. Because Larry did what he always did best. He protected me. He knew I opened these doors, and he knew that he had to be there to defend me, but he also had to be there to tell the truth. And he knew that we were both willing to die to get our truths out. So he told me the story, told me he wanted to end it. And this was actually the first time if y'all saw my recent video, I left Antifa and saw a demon, that I told him about Shamrosh and the frog and all that. And that's the first time I ever heard the story of the beer can, another story he shared in there. You know, we were kind of just talking to ourselves about it to distract ourselves from all the dark bullshit. And he went from paranoid to teaching me lessons, how to meditate, how to guide myself through my dream state, how to go through these worlds. And while in hindsight, I think that might have been a mistake, and he taught me to lean on a little more to this demon than lean out. You know, it was, there's magic with Larry. I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean that very literally. A lot of things have happened in our relationship. And one thing that Larry Bollinger has always been there to do is to protect the children, no matter what. And I think that's what we should all do as men and women, but especially as men, because men in this society are pussies. They don't give a fuck. And I want to tell you this. I got a lot of people who follow this channel. They are pedophile hunters. They have stumbled onto their own child sex rings, and they are here to go to war. There are more Larrys in this world. Larry, you're not alone. And I'm here to encourage that war. Do so non-violently. Have them thrown to prison for the rest of their lives. Have them get raped for the rest of their lives. See how they fucking like it. Larry taught me it's worth going to war with your local pedophiles. Your local politicians, your local gangsters, your local fucking drug traders. If you fuck a child, you deserve the worst. And that's how I see life. Larry would agree. Many of you would agree. So when it comes to issues like Antifa, the Proud Boys, the far left, the far right, ask who's really causing this much damage. Because most people in Antifa are there because they got raped. They got molested. And they sought it as a fucking form of protection. Many people join the white supremacists so they don't get raped in jail. This all boils down to sexual trauma at the end of the day. And for most of us in these situations, it happened when we were fucking kids. So you know what? Larry Bollinger is a goddamn hero, and so is anybody else like him. Go to war with your local pedophile rings. I encourage that. Non-violently. Maybe rough them up a little bit. Have them sent away. Get the evidence. Get your story out. And to everybody in my channel who has their own fight with this, to which many of you do, most of which are veterans. Fun fact, I've met a lot of veterans doing this. They all become pedophile hunters. Get them. And to anybody who watches my channel and you're a pedophile, you're not on our team. And we will snuff you out. So, Larry, as always, I hope you're doing good, man. I'm still fighting our fight. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up on you. I ain't giving up on these issues. I ain't giving up on Eugene. I ain't giving up on this country. I'm gonna be cocky till they put a fucking bullet in my head. I love you, man. I love all of you. Let's start protecting the fucking children because we've all seen enough. Peace and love. Get to hunting.
I try to have patience and sanity through it all, and it doesn't seem to happen for whatever reason. Man, I tell you, it's frustrating. It's like banging your head against the wall, and when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? Well, is it going to stop, or is it not going to stop? Is it going to stop, or do we push the big red button and end it all? Well, I tell you what, after like a month of this shit or 2 months of this shit, I could most definitely see where somebody would want to push the button. And that's a defeatist attitude, and that's what they count on. They count on breaking your fucking spirit and making you fucking toe the line, putting you in your goddamn place, because that's where you go, motherfucker. You do what I fucking tell you to, or else. And that's the kind of fucking society we live in now. And you know what? That's why people get shot in the fucking face. That's why fucking people meet you in a train and shoot you in the fucking back, because you're not allowed to fucking have insurance. And you're allowed to kill people, but not every fucking buddy. You only kill people that fucking work for you, shit like that. And
this is why all the kids really dress up in black and go out in machetes.
Can't hear you.
I was saying that's why all the kids dress in black and go out in machetes. It is.
Yeah.
We create
that's
this
why
world.
people run around with machetes, for sure. Yeah. People, there's been, I've seen axe attack, people hacked to death with hatchets, people cut up with chainsaws and left in garbage dumpsters. There was a serial killer that went a fucking killing spree here in Eugene and killed a woman a week. And one of the laundromat drove up, shot her in the fucking face. Next couple days, he waited for somebody on a bike path. Then they found him living underneath the street. He would come through the sewers, grab people, drag them down into the sewers and kill them. And this is on a street about a block from an Applebee's, okay? And this is allowable. They do stuff like follow the guy in a wheelchair down the path. They take the $2 of his food stamp card, they give up his fucking 4-digit pin, and then roll him down to the water, make sure his head went underneath, and drown him and sell his wheelchair. And this is what society's coming to. It's what it's coming to, buddy. And
I remember that one you were talking about. They shut the whole road down for that one.
This is shit that's been going on for a couple of years, man. That I've seen, that I've watched, and this is before they came after me for not allowing them to fuck my kid and film her. Oh, and that's the story I didn't finish.
And also, not to interject too much. Try not to shake too much. I think your camera is having a hard time picking up the pixels, so the more you move, the more it cuts out. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Sorry about that. I tend to rock back and forth when I get anxious. I get upset, and that's what happens. And rocking is a calming thing for me, has been since my brain injury. And I tend to do it as most crazy people tend to rock back and forth. It is a comfort, it is a comforting way of self-check. And for that, I apologize. And you'll notice that when the
No,
shit
don't
gets
apologize
real
for
in our
that. If you need
discussions.
to, then oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Continue. My
No, well,
apologies.
when shit gets real in our discussions, notice I'll start rocking back and forth like a fucking madman. And, that's the thing, you know. But let me finish my thought, and that is the memory of if you knew what he had planned for her, you'd fucking shoot him right now. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. I ought to fucking kill you. To the point. Let's see what happened next. I'm gonna go get my clothes, Papa. Over the fence into a mud puddle. Finally came back to me in the garage behind him, next to her little girlfriend behind him because he wasn't gonna let him go. Well, I'll consider letting her go. It's really up to her. It's not my decision, nor is it your decision. What she does, she can make up her own mind. To where I said, no, she can't. She's my child. She's my responsibility, and I will take care of her, despite what you may have planned for her, whatever your mom thinks you have planned for her. And I will tell you this: let her go. You've got 24 hours to let her go. If you don't let her go, if you continue whatever it is that you have planned for her, know that I will come back and will kill you. What? I said, I will start dropping bodies. I will come here and I will start dropping bodies until I get my child. And you will not keep me from my fucking child. That will not be a thing. We're not going to bend to your will. You're going to fucking do what you're fucking told. Me, because that's my hope. And we don't fuck kids, nor do we allow our kids to be fucked. And nor should society in any way, shape, or form. State police called me an hour later. They were going to end my adoption, put me in jail because I scared this guy. I said, fuck you, go get my minor daughter who's run away and bring her home to me. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. We've decided that she's better off where she is. Really? Yeah, we're going into your adoption. Well, good luck with that. No, you adopted her here, Oregon, state police, and any adoption they fit. Yeah, well, 4 years in New Mexico says that adoption's permanent. Jack, shit you can do about it. What? You did it there? Yeah, actually, I'm the only person to have adopted anybody pro se in the state of New Mexico at the time. Would you like to talk about the law and your pension, motherfucker, or are you just wasting time here threatening me and how you're gonna continue to let the fucking pervert hold my child, and defend the fucking pervert, knowing that you're defending the fucking pervert, you fucking sick fuck, whose salary I pay. You want to fight? Come over here. Let's do this. Otherwise, get off of my phone, clear the line so I can get shit done. Stop calling me and threatening me. You're gonna arrest me? Come do it. Otherwise, pal, shit or get off the pot. Stop fucking promoting and protecting those you should be jailing. And until then, have a nice life, dog. Never heard from again. They released her. She came home. 2 days later, state police did go over. They decided, wow, this motherfucker ain't playing. I told them, look me up. Look me up. Know who you're fucking talking to, because most people that talk to me have no clue who I am, what I'm capable of, what I've done in the past, major achievements that most people don't step up and do. I've done them. I stay with it. I'm a fucking dog with a bone. I'm relentless. I will rabbit hole for 3 fucking years until I get down to who's fucking running this place to fuck these children, and I'll make sure that they're fed to the fucking lions like they should be. Instead of rewarded, patted on the fucking back and give government grants, in a nice car because, hey, he might hurt me otherwise. Well, fuck you. He's hurting everybody. You fucking piece of shit. Step aside and let me take care of this. Or you're next on the fucking list of people to fucking eradicate to get a decent fucking life going here and have a chance of survival. And most people will read every angry word that I said into that and say, this guy's a madman. He just threatened everyone. No, I didn't. No. What I said was, step the fuck aside or you will be considered this. Do the right thing. If you do not do the right thing, then you're doing the wrong thing. This is what I'm saying to them.
We will face
However,
judgment.
people cherry
This
pick
is
what they
judgment.
hear. It's called selective hearing. And which is why every time I talk to somebody in a police agency, they always decide what they're going to charge me with afterwards because I've ruined their fucking day and made them think. Right?
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Well, they're
So
no
she
better than the
comes home.
communist kids. They're waiting for buzzwords, and when they catch those buzzwords, they're like, ah, and it's just like they're not listening to what you're saying.
I'm on the internet, posing as a little girl. I'm trying to lure evil into my world. I tell them that I'm curious, and I'm only 12. Mom and Dad are gone for the day, I'm by myself. Buckets I throw up are next to my computer, hoping that they show up, cause what I'm about to do to them would make the devil sick. I sharpen my blade, frontin' to this perv like I'm only in the 7th grade. The doorbell rings, I gotta get him inside. In my best little girl's voice, I'm like,
Hi, go on in. I'm putting on my bikini.
and when the door shuts, that's when I let him see me. Hi there. I stab him in the neck first, cause it hurts. Hit him when a blood squirts. Carve his whole face off and make him eat it. Chain him up by the foot in the basement, bleeding.
I'm probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun, and it sure is fun. Probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun.
Soon enough, feds will be shutting down my service. Cause people out there think they don't deserve this. Until it's your kid and old man's finger fucking, titty sucking, then you want the knife stuck in. I don't blame you, that's why I catch him in advance. While his dick is still in his pants, they never get the chance. I tell him I'm alone and I'm only 13. Looking for a good time, you know what I mean? Bring me some Funyuns and a Slurpee. Promise not to hurt me or give me herpes. And within 20 minutes, here comes a fucking doctor knocking on my door, a pedophile butt knocker.
Come in, have a seat.
And then I stroll in with the all-purpose hunting blade straight up his collar. I cut his hands off, he ain't touching nobody. Chain him up on the foot in the basement, bloody.
Please, Mr. Croucher, you don't have to do that.
Zip it!
Please, I've got money.
Shut it, fucker!
Please, we can work this out.
Silence, I said! Stick him next to this other fool, both left for dead. Every time I walk by him, I punch him in the head. Cut they fucking dicks off, stick them in each other's mouth. Now what y'all talking about?
I'm probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun, and it sure is fun. Probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun.
What's in the bag? Onions and condoms. What's in the bag? Onions and condoms. What's in the bag? Onions and condoms. Why did you bring condoms? I didn't mean to.
The house is getting funky. Bodies in the basement stinking. What the fuck am I thinking? I put my face paint on, go downstairs and beat their ass sometimes, cause it eased my mind. Some of them are dead, and some are still living. But I'ma hurt them every chance that I'm given. I hit them with the nail gun or the stun gun. They can't run, so they both mad fun. I was sawing a head off when I heard the doorbell. I'm not expecting any predators, but oh well, I took my spot.
Come in, I'll be right there.
But I left a head sitting on a living room chair. He seen it and ran. I had to give chase. We cut across the lawn with my knife swinging for his face. I threw it, stuck him in the back of the neck, still in my drawers. I dragged him home a bloody wreck. Ah! Somebody! Hey! Zip it! Shut it the fuck up! People are looking. Silence! A bus house full of high school kids watched it happen. He kept screaming like a pansy despite my slapping. Plus the neighbors seen it, and so did the mailman, but they all never said nothing about it again.
I'm probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun, and it sure is fun. I'm probably gonna burn for this. Ain't no lesson to learn from this. There's nothing I'ma earn, but it sure is fun. Said it sure is fun.
Yo, Liv.
Meanwhile, back at the house,
Hey, come on in. What kind of alcohol did you bring?
I brought Absolute Citron. I brought Mandarin Orange. I brought a shot of Jägermeister.
Wow.
in several cases, the men were asked to bring food, alcohol, and condoms. Law enforcement says this helps show an intent to solicit a minor. What have we got here?
A bag of Funyuns.
Funyuns? What about condoms? Did you bring condoms?
I did.
You did.